Boom! I am your host, the MadLion. I'm interrupting this broadcast right now to let you know I'm back. I'm black, and I'm always gonna be here for you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know it's been a while. We've been working on a few things, doing some major upgrades on the station, so we're back and we're gonna do it better than ever. I am your host, the MadLion with CLOJudah.com. Hope you've been enjoying the site. Hope you've been, enjoying some of the products and some of the service that we offer. Most definitely always come by and check us out anytime you want to. Today, I know it's been a while since you heard from me, but I've been basically, getting recharged and basically going out and, listening and seeing what's been going on in the world today. And it's very interesting. But before I get started on that, we're going to start with a scripture that haven't changed. You must always bow down to the Father. You always put to prostrate yourself before Him. Because without Him, we would never achieve anything in life. So, let's go to the Old Testament. Let's go to the book of Exodus. Start right there, alright? So, let me grab the book of life. Let's do this. And we're going to read chapter 11. We're going to read verse 4 through 9. Moses then says, "Thus says the Lord, at midnight I will go forth through Egypt. Every firstborn in this land shall die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh on the throne to the firstborn of the slave girl at the handmill, as well as the firstborn of the animals. Then there shall be a loud wailing throughout the land of Egypt, such as had never nor will ever be again. But among the Israelites and their animals, not even a dog shall growl, so that you may know how the Lord distinguished between the Egyptians and the Israelites. All these servants of yours shall be then come down to me and prostrate before me. They shall beg me and prostrate before me, and they shall beg me, leave us, you and all your followers. Only then will I depart." With that he left Pharaoh present in hot anger. The Lord said to Moses, "Pharaoh refuses to listen to you, that my wonders may be multiplied in the land of Egypt." Thus, although Moses and Aaron performed these various wonders in Pharaoh's sight, the Lord made Pharaoh obstinate, and he would not let the Israelites leave his land. Rastafari. We're going to start with that. I stumbled a little bit. Y'all were rushing. I was rushing. I had to take my time. But what do that mean? Everything Moses have done, everything that Moses and Aaron done, Pharaoh said no. But we'll get back to that. I got a fire show for you. I got a great show for you. As you can tell, the phone is blowing up. Of Exodus chapter 11. Now we're going to read chapter 12. And what we're going to do is we're going to sum all this together right here, right? So let's go to the Old Testament, the book of Exodus. Let's go to chapter 12. We're going to read the 29 to 32. You ready? All right, here we go. At midnight the Lord slew every firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of the Pharaoh on the throne to the firstborn of the prisoner in the dungeon, as well as all the firstborn of the animals. Pharaoh arose in the night, he and all his servants and all the Egyptians, and there were a loud wailing throughout Egypt, for there was not a house without its death. During the night, Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron and said, "Leave my people at once, you and the Israelites with you. Go and worship the Lord as you say. Take your flocks too and your herds, and you demand and be gone. You will be doing me a favor." Rastafari. Rastafari. Let's give thanks and praise. So, what basically all that's saying? It's saying that you have basically brought on your own demise. You have basically brought on your own suffering. You've done this all by yourself. For 225 years, after the 226 years that this government has been established, you have basically been brought on death upon any people of color that you could think of. And you think that you're not going to get this in return. But the sins of the father will be passed down onto the son. And this is the state that we're at right now. Now, no matter what my people do, whether we protest peacefully or violently, you're killing us no matter what. You have your new death squad, which is called your law enforcement department and your judicial system, because all you basically do is bring misery and death. That's all you seem like you want to do. There's no peace in whatever you say you're trying to do. There's never been no peace with us as in the beginning. When the land of free and the home of the brave, when you were basically writing your declaration, that wasn't for us. That was for you all. Your heroes are not our heroes. You've proven that. I believe that you are past. I think y'all past the threshold of compassion. I don't think that you have it in you. I don't think that you want peace. I personally believe that you don't want it. You have your so-called sheepdog leaders out there who try and tell us, "Oh, protesting peacefully." How do you protest peacefully? They haven't gotten us anywhere. Whether you shoot us in the back or you shooting us in the face, what difference does it make? You have no restraint in what you do. Regardless of what you do, there's no restraint in what you do. You don't follow your own laws, but yet you want us to follow your laws by your ruling. I get it. I understand it. The Independence Day is not our Independence Day. I get it. The Declaration wasn't for us. I get it. I understand that. Because during that time, we was in servitude. We were slaves. As some new sheepdog leaders said that, that slavery, we benefit more by being enslaved. Which is the most outrageous thing I ever heard in my life. But again, we are still enslaved in a mental state anyway. And the book of life did say that we will have false prophets among us, and they're already here right now. Baltimore, get ready. You do realize they will get off. Be prepared. Like in Ferguson, he got off. You have to understand that we are not citizens of this country. We are the 1.5 free generation, but we're still not free. Our rights are being renewed every 25 years. Is that freedom? No, that's not freedom. The same way as the 13 colonists broke away from Great Britain because they felt oppressed and they felt injustice. This is the exact same thing. It's complete. It's a complete 360. This is where we at right now. This is where we at right now. So all that posting and holding your hand, all the protesting and holding your hands up, that's done. That's not getting us anywhere. They killing our sons, our daughters, our fathers, our mothers, our nephews, our uncles, our nieces, our aunts, anything you can think of, your grandmamas even. So now what? You gonna sit and wait for freedom, or are you gonna fight for freedom? You have to make up your mind. See, the father here basically understood that he had to intervene, but we had to put in the work to get free. Now, as my optimism about the state that we're in slowly decline, I'm still being optimistic that maybe somebody would say enough is enough. Maybe somebody would say, we can't say that this is the leader of the free world when we still oppressing our own people here. You can't have it both ways. You can't. You can't have it both ways. It's not going to work. You either practice what you preach or be who you are. Be the devils that you have. Be the devils that you have always been. You claim you always talk about other countries. You always talk about other countries and their indiscretions, but you yet want to talk about yours. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Let my people go. For those who want to leave, let us leave. Give us reparations so we can leave. We can be done with this. Because I only see destruction in your future while we stay here. If you're not going to give us the same, if you're not going to make us citizens, if you're not going to claim up and say, hey, enough is enough. You said some of you all said that that you're a spiritual being and that you follow Christ. Well, prove it. Because what comes around goes around. Just remember that. Don't think that you're gonna keep all your deeds that you do people are gonna forget about them. No, you're not. So this right here is basically, I know I'm missing the word I want to say. This applied to today where we at right now. Some people say I might be putting a noose around my neck for saying what I'm saying, but that's what you think of us anyway. Black dead African slave, right? That was the word nigger mean. It's not no word of endurement. Ain't no word that I greet my brothers or greet my sisters. That's bullshit. That's some bone mucklied shit. Don't want to hear it. Simple as that. So if I'm dying, if I'm dying by my brother's hand, I'm dying by your hands. What else there to die for? What about freedom? What about me be able to basically control my destiny? Somebody rude who look just like me, because it's obvious we're not going to get along. You don't want to get along. You refuse to get along. You meant to have slavery be accepted. That's what you were hoping for. But chicken have to come home to roost. You will learn. One way or another. Maybe not in my lifetime, but you will learn that if you keep on this path of destruction, you're just going to destroy yourself. I told you I'm going to have a fire show, and this is my show. I've seen enough of us dying for no reason, and you're claiming self-defense. But what if the shoe was on the other foot? Then you will come down and you won't come and talk. Then will you won't come down and everything be even on across the board. In every society there's criminals, but we're criminal no matter what we do. Give us more time in the prison just to throw us in prison so you can make money, so you basically keep us in slavery. I get what the 13th Amendment says. Only in punishment. That's why you got mass incarceration going on. That's why there's more Africans in prison than it was in slave time. I get it. But yet this is the land of free and the home of the brave, and we're judged by our peers. I don't feel that. I don't get that. I don't feel that. In closing, let my people go. If we can't get along, if you don't want to get along, you already basically taking our gifts, taking our inventions. For some, those that they have got credit for, and those that haven't. And you have flourished beyond means. Fathers giving you that. And what have you done with that? You abuse that. You use that. You lie, you cheat, you steal, you in prison. You've done everything that you all say that y'all believe in about, y'all done everything against it. And yet, some of these house niggas here wanna forgive you. Forgive you for what reason? Why? We have nothing. We have tired of crying. We're tired of forgiving. How about it's time for you to cry? How about it's time for you to forgive? Jah bless and Jah God.
Thank you for watching CLOJudah.com, the best of reggae, dancehall, hip-hop, and world music, spreading positive music throughout the universe that nourishes your mind. Remember to please like and share our videos. We appreciate donations of any amount you'd like to contribute. $3, $5, $10, $20, or any amount you like. Donations help us keep the station going. We accept donations via GoFundMe and PayPal. Links are available in the description. Thank you and Jah bless.